Welcome back to the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. I'm Tyson Mutrix, and today I'm here with Nalini Prasad with Blue Shark Digital. What's going on, Nalini?
I am doing great. How are you doing? Thanks for having me on today.
I'm doing well. It's funny, like I've never asked you how to pronounce your last name. Is that the right way of saying it?
You absolutely said it correct.
Yes.
Nice.
Nailed it. So we're going to be talking about MaxLawCon 2021, and your topic is building the bridge between your digital marketing agency and your intake team. And what is the inspiration for this?
So I am extremely excited to talk a little bit about things outside of the four fundamentals of digital marketing, right? So a lot of what we've done at the past conferences have been that, but there's been a huge discrepancy I've seen in general of, hey, I've done the hard work of the resources and the time and the money to get myself to rank, but I'm getting all these calls and for some reason I'm not actually converting them, right? So like what's going on there? So I think that there's a big second step and there's a lot of technology that helps folks actually take those calls and make sure that we are monetizing them as best as possible. So that's kind of what I'm bringing to the table this year. I've been trying to do that conversation at different conferences and it's gone pretty well so far. So I'm excited.
My guess is that you all see this quite a bit where like you all spend a lot of time and effort and they pay you good money, right, to spend all this time on the website and in general, digital marketing in general. And then they completely waste all the money by screwing up, by not returning phone calls, by not answering the phone, all that kind of stuff, right?
And it genuinely hurts my heart because I know that SEO works and I know that you could be living your dream too, but there are little things. And sometimes it's something very small. It's something like, hey, can we make sure that certain contact forms have a certain large capital letter subject line so that you know to read that and that's one that you should be immediately getting back to? Or, hey, this one actually says pass to associate, right? Being able to prioritize with just looking at your inbox. Things like that are very simple, but it's not things we're thinking about.
So how tough is it to have that conversation where we're like, we know the calls are coming in, but you're probably screwing it up?
Oh, it's rough, right? Because everybody is the best salesman in the industry, 100%, right? Every lawyer is the best lawyer in their town. Great, and they can close anything. So it gets frustrating when you then see you have 50 calls that are reported on a report, and you're like, no, I got 5 of these calls. I didn't even get these calls, so I don't know what fakeness you're making up, right? And then it's like, okay, well, now we have to go to CallRail and like show you that these are real calls, and maybe there's like intakes not happening here, but we like working with the lawyers and figuring that out, right? Because it helps us connect the dots. There's obviously something that's broken there. And so there's a lot of times we have to rely on those technological pieces that I was talking about to actually show, here's what we can see, here's what we can hear, and kind of walk them through things and learn together.
I think that's what's cool about what you'll do, because you'll do track everything and you use CallRail, which is really nice because you can actually you record the call, so you can actually listen in and see how those calls are going. And I don't know if you do that with every single firm, but whenever you do that, it's kind of nice because you can listen in on those calls and see how those leads went and see, okay, maybe someone on your team is just not handling the call the right way, or maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. So I do think that's pretty awesome. You gave us a little bit of a teaser about the your presentation, but anything else without giving it away too much that you're going to talk about that maybe actually I'll actually give you more of a pointed question. Anything that's different now after COVID, or I guess we will hopefully be past, for the most part, past COVID in October. Anything that would be different in October that might be different from the advice you would have given like a year or two ago?
Absolutely. So with COVID, just like all of the law firms really hunkered down and came out with niche practice areas you guys wanted to work at, you figured out your target audience, you maybe expanded. Every legal tool out there did the same, right? And so there's been so much development in every single product out there, and even companies that you may have heard of in the past and think, oh, they're just a call service, right? They just pick up the phone. No, now they're doing outbound calls. Now they're making sure that your messages are under 30 seconds to help you with LSAs. Like, there's a lot of little things like that that people just don't know have happened, and just kind of being in the industry has allowed me to be friends with folks and kind of talk to them on the side and figure out all these new things that are happening, which is really what I want to bring to the table in October. Just all the fresh items that aren't even on their websites yet, but things that they're developing, things that could be great for 2022 even.
I love it. All right, 2 more questions. If people want to work with you and Blue Shark, how do they reach out to you and find out where you are?
So everybody knows Seth. You know how to find him, right? You Facebook message him any time of the day and he'll get back to you. But I'm similar. Facebook message, cell phone, text me at 202-997-0511. And then just Nalini at Blue Shark Digital. Many touch points.
I love it. And then last question, what are you excited about whenever it comes to MaxLawCon 2021?
You know what? I felt robbed not being able to go last year because you guys I've seen the beginning of the Facebook group and the podcast, and you've grown exponentially. And I think it's going to be really fun this year to actually put faces to all the personalities that have come out in the group. So I'm just really excited to meet everybody. And of course, there's the casino.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really a big fun part that we like. It's way different than like the first iteration. First iteration was literally at a law school, where we were in a classroom. Second one, we were in a concert hall. This one, we're at a casino. So it's kind of a cool different. They're all a little bit different, and that's what's kind of neat about it. So
yeah, and I've just heard so many folks already talking up how excited they are for October. I think it's a perfect time where a lot of folks will be able to be vaccinated and feel comfortable to travel again. So I'm super hopeful that there's a nice turnout too, and everybody can be together again.
Yeah, and the weather will be good in Missouri then. So I think everyone will really like it. So, all right, Nalini, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Appreciate it, bud.
All right, thanks.
Yep, bye.